Hello, I'm Harry, and I'm just uploading this video to give a little bit of explanation to why I decided to stay at Wright instead of going home. Firstly, I feel as if I would be more studious here, and also my friends are here, and so that's good emotional support, especially in a stressful time. And secondly, and probably more importantly, my parents are already kind of self isolated because they live on a farm and they're also in the danger zone for COVID 19. Um, and I wouldn't want to accidentally bring it back to them in case I was a carrier. I know that even if I went home, I would still self isolate, but there'd still be that risk of me transferring it onto them, and I just wouldn't want to do that, wouldn't want to risk it. And so I've decided to stay. Yeah, for my own health and also for the health of my family. Hope that helps.
I'm choosing to stay because I'm feeling really comfortable here and I feel like I was just settling in because obviously first year. I like that everything in my room is nice and organized now. It feels like my current home. So I think it would just be quite emotionally disruptive for me to have to like pack everything up and then relocate and try and do all my study there. So I think I'll be most productive and efficient and like emotionally stable here. And I also think not having to worry about cooking my own food or going grocery shopping for myself for like necessities like toilet paper and hand sanitizer is really nice and takes off a lot of stress. That's why I'm staying.
Hey everybody, Jeff here. Just a little update on what's going on in my life. As you probably know, I'm from New Zealand, and so going home is not quite feasible for me. Airports and travel, whatever. I've talked it through with my parents, they really want me to go home, but Wright is my second home right here, and I have friends here, and I'm being fed and watered, and it's also probably almost safer to be in Canberra than to be a big city like Auckland, where I'm from. On the other hand, I think I'm also just happier here. I'm doing well, my mental is quite good. Um, so you're stuck with me for the foreseeable future. Uh, Hope everybody's doing okay. Sending you all my love. If you need to talk, I'm always here. And please, even if it's not to me, have a chat to people about how you're feeling. Talk through your feelings. Um, yeah, love y'all.
Hey everyone, I'm Kate, the SR on 7th floor, and for the time being, I'll be staying at Wright. I have my SR position here, as well as my other job, which allows me to work from home. So I've been doing that from my desk, and I stay in contact with my family on FaceTime. And otherwise, I'm happy and healthy, and this is my home, so I'll be staying for now.
Originally, I was going to stay with all of you guys at Wright, and then I woke up to a few missed calls and the announcement that the borders in Tasmania would be closing, so I rushed home. I got home before the borders closed and compulsory quarantine was enforced, but I'm still self quarantining. And I'd urge all of you, even if you get home before the restrictions, please self quarantine to protect your friends, family, and community. We need to stop the spread so we can get back to right sooner so I can see all of your lovely faces. Take care, everyone.
Hi everyone. So I'm staying at Wright because it's logistically too difficult for me to go back home. New Zealand's going into full lockdown effective Wednesday, like level 4 lockdown. And there aren't that many flights going back to Auckland. I don't have transport to Sydney Airport. And I'd have to quarantine in both New Zealand and Australia. So I'd have to quarantine for a month if I went there and back. And all of that means that I'm most likely to stay here unless restrictions ease up. And plus, I still think I have some things to contribute to the right community as an RLA, even if I have to do that online instead of in person.
So I'm just calling in from Melbourne. So I've just got home yesterday, and I've decided to come back to Melbourne because a couple of reasons. When I heard the announcement of the borders potentially closing, I thought it would be a good idea to come back, mainly because it's an opportunity for me to see my family. I think that this is a very stressful time, and for many it is very difficult. And I think for me personally, a lot of my plans have changed, and I think that coming home for me gave me a bit more of a grounding and a better and more support. And I think that these were the main considerations that went into my head when I was um, deciding to whether or not to come back to Melbourne. But obviously, for others, there'll be other considerations, things of course like whether or not you live with a family member who is immunocompromised, and perhaps you might feel more comfortable being in Canberra during this period. So it just depends, and I think if you find that it is very stressful in Canberra, it is probably a good opportunity during this teaching break to head back home, because obviously for a lot of us it might mean more support at home, and that can help you both with your mental health and of course with your studies as well.
Hi, I'm Bianca, the Floor 1 SR. I've officially decided to stay at Wright Hall because my family's a bit all over the place. My dad and brother live in Sydney and my mum lives in Queensland, and my flights were cancelled to go to Queensland, so I'm just going to be staying here for now. I'm immunocompromised myself, and my brother has asthma, and he also works in a hospital. So together with my family, we kind of decided it was safer for like my health and my brother's health if we stayed apart, because he could bring something home or I could make him sick and vice versa. So staying for now, being fed, enjoying some isolation and doing uni work. Yeah.